The goal of this video is to talk about Library of Congress call numbers. We'll talk about what a call number is, how to read a call number, and then also how to find a book on the shelf upstairs. First of all, a call number is an address that locates each book on the shelf. They should be attached to the spine of each book at the bottom there, as you can see in the picture. Each call number has meaning and describes the specific subject the book is about. So the general idea of the Library of Congress call number system is to organize the books in a library by their subject area. And here is a list of the general topic area that the Library of Congress system has. So B denotes philosophy, psychology, and religion. M talks about music. Q is science, and so on. This is a look at a whole call number. So you can see that each line is a little different, and we'll talk about each line a little bit later. You start at the top, and you read the first line, and then you move down. So we'll do that now. Here is a slide talking about the first part of the call number, so just that first line. And that first line is going to be a letter. So you do organize those alphabetically. So always A before B, before C. So when you do have multiple letters, so A and then AG, A will come first and then AG. And then of course later you see BF and BL, and of course BF will come before BL. Now, as I mentioned, these are describing a overall subject the book is about. So for example, BF talks about psychology. So let's go to the second part. So this second line is a number, and it will be organized numerically. It could contain a decimal, so you just want to watch out. It could be a rather long number because it will range from 1 to 9,000. And these are further talking about the specific subject the book is about. For example, BF 1444 is about ghosts and hauntings, so it does get rather specific. So there's going to be a third line for a call number, and that will look a lot like this with a letter number combination. So first thing is going to be a letter. So you will arrange everything alphabetically again. So all of these in this example start with BF and then 100, and then you have A, B, and C. So A and then B and then C, of course. Then you have to look more specifically at the number that follows. So in the first two, you have to arrange the numbers as though they are decimals. So dot A75 comes before dot A8. So this cutter number, that's that third line there with the combination, is a coded representation of the author or organization's name or the title of the work. So it just further describes the book. So call numbers may have a fourth part as well. So this is going to be maybe another cutter number. It could be a volume, a date, an issue, or a copy number, and that will be the order you want to work with these items. I will mention that there is also something called the nothing before something rule, and we already talked a little bit about this earlier when I mentioned that when we're arranging that first line alphabetically, where A always comes before AG or AZ or whatever, it's the same sort of thing. If there is a identical call number that has an additional something, it will always come after the one that doesn't have that. So it'll always be the nothing before the something, and you can see that in the first two examples here. They are identical up until that fourth line. So the one with no fourth line comes before the one that does have the additional fourth line. That is how you read a call number. And let me just talk a little bit now about how books are arranged on the shelf. So books are always arranged left to right. You'll start on the left-hand side, and then you'll arrange the call numbers in the order I just showed you. They're also starting at the very top shelf in a column and then working their way down. So you'll start at the top shelf, and then you'll go to the second to top, third to top, all the way to the bottom. And then it starts up again at the very next column at the top shelf again. At the very beginning and end of all these ranges of books in a library, there will be a call number sign that will let you know what call numbers are on each side of a shelf in that section. If you ever have any questions about how to read a call number or find a book up in the library or anything like that, feel free to ask a librarian or anyone at the front desk, and we are very happy to help you.